I am GenX SpawnPoint. Welcome to my channel. Today I am going to be watching episode 3 of The Bad Batch. Now I just finished watching episode 2 and the story was very predictable. It was cool to see, Cut and Sue from the Clone Wars. It was cool to see them again. But yeah, it was a very predictable episode in that, Hunter doesn't know how to handle kids, and he thinks Omega would be better off with the family. Omega doesn't want to go with the family. She wants to stay with the Bad Batch, and she ends up going with the Bad Batch anyway. So the one thing that I really enjoyed about that episode was that we discovered the origin of the chain codes. I thought that that was cool because, I guess immediately after the Empire takes over, they just start slapping numbers on people to keep track of them. And pretty much everyone, you had to be really rogue and piratey to, I'm going to make up words again. You had to be really under the radar to avoid getting a chain code, because even Cara Dune had a chain code and she was actively resistant to the Empire. So I wonder how she ended up with the chain code. I know that she was wanted and that she was worried about being recognized. Miss Cara Dune. Anyway, but yes, the chain codes and how those were implemented. Definite Big Brother vibes there. Very Orwellian. Anyway, I'm going to get right into watching this new episode. Putting on my glasses and my earbuds. I have somehow managed to tie a knot. Let's do this thing.
Well, that doesn't look comfortable for either of you.
We're fine.
I don't know that the droid fully agrees with that.
Echo, lights cut out again. Thought you fixed it. Yeah, add it to the list.
The ship-wide diagnostic report indicated no critical systems were compromised.
Right out of hyperspace.
Getting thrown out of hyperspace. I'd say that's pretty critical, Tech.
It's not affecting life support. We're fine.
It's like, one's too big, one's too small. And it's always nice to come out of...
We're gonna die, we're gonna be fine, we're gonna be fine. I'll say it. I kinda miss him. He shot you, remember? Ha! I sure do.
It's worth noting the possibility that Crosshair's actions were influenced by his inhibitor chip.
It can do that?
That's what it was designed to do.
See, what are they gonna do? Oh, well, let's find out. Oh, is he getting, like, regular treatments?
What is the status of Project War Mantle?
On schedule, sir.
War Mantle.
Training under their new commander.
Oh.
What was that? I'm a little busy at the moment.
It's not a Minoc. Are those eggs? Just weird rock formations.
That should do it. Tech. Look at this. Well, those weren't there when we landed.
No. No, they weren't. No! 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 Ah! Really? Why that?
Something's causing damage to the exterior hull. You want to narrow that down? She's right. The capacitor's gone. And that was all.
A species that feeds on raw energy. It was probably drawn to the capacitor's electric charge.
Well, that would have been good to know beforehand, Tech.
Tech has a habit of not imparting vital information until after the fact.
I want Saw Gerrera's camp found and wiped out. Let's see if they can succeed where Clone Force 99 failed.
Are you going to sabotage their efforts? Because that would be interesting. Got to keep the clones a viable asset to the Empire.
And Crosshair, you shouldn't be angry at him. He can't help it.
I'm angry at myself. We don't leave our own behind.
Then we'll find a way to get him back somehow.
I hope so. But things are not looking good.
Wait, a sensor's been triggered in Sector 2A. Alert the others!
This is not going to be good. These guys. You know, there's a part of me that wants Crosshair to just show these guys what he can do. But that involves winning against these guys. Yeah.
Where's Gerrera?
I don't know, but I wouldn't tell you if I did.
I believe you.
Forget our orders. This is wrong.
So you're not going to comply?
No, none of us are. Ignore the clone. We signed up to be soldiers, not an execution squad.
Good soldiers follow orders. Finish the mission.
Are you kidding me? Well, what do we have here? We have a stash. Welcome back to consciousness, Hunter. Better go help her.
Omega!
Track her down. That's your specialty.
Omega!
The original genetic material from Django Fett continues to degrade.
Then it is time to begin the next phase.
And what phase is that?
They are Kaminoan property, and we only need one. Our survival hinges on it.
But can't they use him? Even if they... Oh. This is his old quarters with the other guys. Even if they manage to get the chip out of his head, how much of him is going to be left?
I never had my own room before.
Well, you're part of this squad now, too.
Well, okay. I really hope the Kaminoans do something really clever to sabotage Tarkin so that they don't get caught. But they obviously need someone from the Bad Batch for their genetic material. What makes them so different? Because if Jango Fett's genetic material is degrading to the point where it can't be used to produce clones, I mean, how are the Bad Batch even made? They seem to be under the impression that they are accidents, but it seems to me that they were deliberately created. One of the complaints I heard about this show is that the Bad Batch, they're just stereotypes. Like the A-Team, you know? You've got the strong one, you've got the crazy one, you've got the smart one, you've got the leader, and the face was the handsome one, the charismatic one. It's a trope. All the parts of the team come together to create this amazing whole that is just a recipe for adventure. So I don't see them being stereotypes as a bad thing. I see them and I recognize tropes of characters that I've enjoyed before. Omega is proving that she can handle herself. And I'm just really worried about Crosshair and what is going to happen with these. I mean, Tarkin seems to think that having volunteer soldiers, you know, who aren't clones will create more loyalty, but they're also non-chipped, non-programmed humans who can make moral decisions, like that one soldier did, where there was a line he wouldn't cross and he was killed for it. So that in and of itself could be a real wrench in the works. Not that I'm complaining, because I want Tarkin to fail. I want him to suffer some losses before he gets blown up on the Death Star. Okay, so a new episode was just released last night. So I'm going to watch it, and then I'm going to be caught up with the Bad Batch. And then after that, I'm going to be watching WandaVision and The Witcher. Anyway, stay tuned for after the credits for a little clip of my Star Wars parody song. And if you want to hear the whole thing, it's on the buymeacoffee.com/GenX SpawnPoint, and it's a public link for anyone who wants to download it. So anyway, that's all for now, and I will see you next time. Bye.
Raylo's not a good match, but we've got the Bad Batch. Star Wars is a girl's best friend.